Hi, my name is Keith Douglas from Fresh Group Products, and this is just a quick video to show you your general checks that you should be mindful of with any of the Muck Truck products. So first of all, to check the oil, I'm just going to put my glasses on. If the camera would like to come in, and I'll just show you where the oil filler dipstick is. So I'll unscrew it. Now we have actually run the engine this morning, so because it's a brand new machine, you may not see on the video camera the oil, so like you would normally, just clear the oil, and you can see there that you've got the crisscrosses, and obviously the top cross is the maximum, and you want to ideally have it filled as near to the maximum as possible, but ideally not over the top. So when you put that in, carefully make sure that you line up the thread and screw it in. Just nip it down, unthread it, and I'll take that out. Now, like I say, the engine has just been run on this machine, so you can just about see it. It is very clear, but it is to the top. You can see that hopefully in the video. Okay, so that's how to check the oil, and it is recommended to check the oil regularly. On a personal level, I tend to do it weekly, but it obviously does depend on yourself and the usage of the machine. But do follow the instructions in the operator's manual, as you should. This is only going to touch on a few checks, but please do comply with the operator's manual and recommended guidelines. So the belt adjustment, so on this machine it's driven by a drive belt. I'm just going to take my glasses off a moment. But as it beds in, like any new belts or cables, they do bed in and stretch a little bit. So this is here where you've got the handlebar adjustment. If the camera comes in, you can see here that you can adjust the locking nut, and you can turn this nut accordingly to adjust the drive cable. Now you put the red lever down in operation. That approximately is the driving gauge lever. So when it leaves the factory, they are all PDI'd and tested and set to approximately that position. If you find that the lever is up here, then the cable is stretched and you need to adjust it by this process. It's all in the operator's manual, and on this model actually it's not on the sticker on the machine, but it's in the operator's manual. Okay, so that is where roughly you want it to be. I'm going to now push the machine up into what we call the service position with it on its nose, because once you've used all the adjustment here, you can put more adjustment back up to the handlebars by adjusting underneath. So you get underneath, give it a firm push up, push it onto its nose, and the camera's going to come round in a moment, and it's going to go underneath, and this is the underneath belly protector, and you'll see a cutout here, and if it can go up underneath, you'll see two levers. One is for the brake and one is for the skip. So I'm going to show you. You should be able to see that moving. Okay, and now basically that is the one for the clutch or the engage lever. So you can adjust by, on this plate, loosening one of the nuts and putting further adjustment back up onto the handlebars. Just while we're down here, I'll also show you which one is the brake. Okay, so that's how to set and adjust the belt, and all the instructions are in the manual. Okay, so levers. Oh yes, that's right. So a little tip and a trick that I tell all my customers with regards to the levers is the brake lever, and on this model you've got the drive lever. On the manual tip machines, the Muck Truck and the Max Dumper, on this side you would normally have a handle, and that is the skip release catch lever. But 3-in-1 oil, not WD-40, it is recommended 3-in-1 oil to use. So again, if we just tip it up into its service position, these are cables that are used typically on your push bike. So if the camera can show there, just periodically, weekly, fortnightly, dependent on use and if it's living indoors or outdoors, just drop a couple of drops of 3-in-1 oil down the cable. The reason for this is if you don't, condensation will get in these naturally over time and it will seize up the operation. So this way the cables last much longer. So it's just a useful little tip. And again, if you can see here, the same thing on this lever for the brake. Okay, so that covers the levers. Tyre pressures, so quite obvious. I've told you the pressures in another video, 30 to 35 psi. To get at this tyre, what we call the power drive wheel, I'm just going to start the engine up and push the skip forward for a moment, so a bit of noise, and then show you how to access that tyre. So I'll turn the engine back off, and basically you can see, and typically the valve is under there. I will move, if the camera comes out, I'm just going to move the machine so that you can see. Okay, now that I've moved, you can see clearly where the valve is. You just need to get your finger in underneath, remove the cap and fill it with air as per normal. So that shows you how to do the tyre pressures. I'm going to turn the machine round now to show you how to adjust the choke, because over time the choke cable will also stretch from new, and I can show you how to do that. Okay, if the camera would like to just come round to this side. So in another video we show you how to start and how the choke works. So if you come round to the back again, we will show it again on this video, you'll see as I push the choke on now, a little just here, if you can see that clearly in the video, centimetre long black bit of plastic faces directly at you. That indicates that the choke is in the fully on position. Now as the cable stretches a little bit over time, if it happens to be on a very cold morning, you might find it difficult to start. In which case that lever almost certainly is only coming out halfway, therefore the choke is only half engaging, or if it's not coming out at all, then it's been left and unnoticed and the choke's not actually engaging. Now on a warm summer's day that might not be a problem, but on a cold winter's day it would be. So okay, so if the camera comes around to this side, we have got a few hydraulic cables that will hinder us a little bit, but I'm going to point my finger in. If you can see this little nut here, this lever here is the choke cable. Okay, just gently loosen that off, don't remove it, but just loosen that off so that cable is loose, and you can manually move that cable to then make the plastic, the centimetre long plastic part that was shown in this video a little earlier, facing directly at you. When you've got it in that position, you've now adjusted the choke, and you just tighten that back up with a Phillips screwdriver, and that's how to adjust a choke. I think that really covers all of the sort of tips and tricks and checks that you should do, but please do comply to the operator's manual, because that's from the manufacturer and what they recommend, but that's just Fresh Group's sort of additional help from this video. Hope you found that useful. Thank you. Hope you found that video informative. Please subscribe to our channel or share with any friends or colleagues, and we will send future videos out via our channel, and we hope you enjoy them. Thank you.